And good Wednesday morning, everybody. President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy meeting again on the debt limit yesterday. The speaker says that the meeting was more productive than the last one, but that an agreement is still not guaranteed. Watch.
The structure of how we negotiate has improved. So it now gives you a better opportunity. Look, I'm not more optimistic. You're only 15 days away and you're trying to raise the debt ceiling? The only thing that I think is better is now we have a format, a structure.
Joining me right now is Louisiana Congressman Mike Johnson. He is the House Republican Conference Vice Chairman and a member of the Judiciary and Armed Services Committees. Congressman, it's good to see you. Thanks very much for being here. Tell me about the scope and how it's changed.
Well, we have some appointed negotiators on both sides, and the discussions will continue. I suppose that's positive progress, but Kevin's point there is really important. We're just 15 days out from June 1, which is the drop dead date on this, according to Yellen and everyone else. And this is 100 days wasted now. The White House has been dillying around with this. He was about to leave on an overseas trip, a diplomatic trip in the middle of this. We're grateful that the president changed his itinerary, but it does not show the level of seriousness that is needed to address what could be a looming crisis. I don't think we're going to default on the debt, but we have got to get the White House busy, and they've waited too long to get this done.
Well, you're not going to move the needle by just clawing back unspent COVID-19 money, right? I mean, what's the plan here in terms of actually moving the needle on spending limitations? That reckless spending brought us to 40-year high inflation.
Well, it did, and rising interest rates and the cost of living is unsustainable for all of our constituents, and so they're letting us know about that. Look, the House did its job, Maria. As you know, we passed the Limit, Save, Growth Act, and it's talking about what we put our priorities on paper. We passed this through the House. We did it. We put the ball into the president's court, and we've shown how you can do this, how you can limit the further expansion of government and change these crazy spending habits, but also grow the economy by unleashing American energy production again and all the other measures we put in there, and we're saving $5 trillion. Listen, the net interest on the debt, and you talk about this all the time, in less than 10 years, the net interest on the debt is going to be $10.5 trillion. 20 cents of every tax dollar collected is going to be going to pay interest on the debt. This is not a sustainable trajectory, and
right.
The end is not pretty. We got to change it.
What do you think is victory for the Republicans?
Well, listen, we put our flags in the ground. We put our benchmarks out there. It's in our bill. The White House needs to come forward and tell us what minor modifications they want to make to that. But just saying you're going to claw back, as you said, claw back COVID funding is a drop in the bucket. That is not going to help us on the trajectory we're on.
Right. Well, I'm with Mike Baker this morning. Go ahead, Mike.
Sure. Congressman, you're a member of the Armed Services Committee, and if I could ask you a question that's a bit on the periphery, but still very important when we talk about debt and spending. By some estimates, the current allocation for Ukraine military assistance, some $48 billion, is going to run out by perhaps end of June, July. Is there any discussion, and is that discussion essentially nonpartisan, about the next tranche of money, the spending? How do you keep that going, if you will, to Ukraine?
There is talk about it, of course, daily here. It's a concern of everyone, and it's not a partisan issue, as you point out. The devil's in the details. What the Republicans have said repeatedly, what we're very concerned about is oversight over that spending. We want to know where every single cent of that goes. The American people are losing their patience, and if we cannot, draw accountability to those dollars, it's going to be very difficult to keep allocating it. We can't allow Putin to win this war, obviously, but we have to take a very serious approach to it, and we've not yet reached consensus on that.
So is there any consensus on what else might move the needle? So the clawback unspent COVID money, I know that it appears the staff believes the White House would go for that. But what about the energy permitting reform on fossil fuel and green? Is that also an area for common agreement?
Well, we certainly hope so. I mean, this is common sense policy. You know, our energy economy is deeply tied to the rest of the economy. It's about 30% of the U.S. economy is tied in some way to our energy decisions. And so I come from an energy state in Louisiana. This is a big priority for us, but it's for the whole country. And we're going to keep aggressively pushing that because the permitting reform would allow us to be energy independent again. We were energy dominant under the Trump administration, as you all know. We've got to get back to the policies that were working for the economy. That's why all the boats were rising in the economy at that time.
It seems like Joe Manchin, senator from West Virginia, believes that that's going to be one idea that he'll be on board with as well. But Congressman, I got to switch gears, ask you about this IRS whistleblower situation. The whistleblower's attorneys accusing the government of illegal retaliation after the entire team investigating Hunter Biden's taxes were removed from their positions. Lawyers say that the change was at the direct result of the Justice Department. On Sunday, House Oversight Committee Chairman James Comer told me that the White House is meddling and intimidating potential witnesses. What can you tell us?
Yeah, and they're obstructing congressional investigations, which of course is against the law. It is also against federal statute to retaliate against someone who's a whistleblower. Those are protected disclosures. We count on whistleblowers inside the government to help us maintain the rule of law. And so retaliating in this way does great damage. Look, these are subject matter experts. They've been working on the Hunter Biden investigation for years now, and pulling them off the case is not only a violation of the law, it harms our ability to get to the truth for the people. And so this is a big problem. Maria, tomorrow,
so what are you going to do about
in the select, well, in the Select Committee on Weaponization I serve on, we're having a hearing tomorrow on whistleblowers within the FBI who are also being retaliated against. We have got to change the policies here to make sure this doesn't happen in the future, because this is how we ensure accountability for the people.
Well, you got to explain this. How specifically are they being bullied?
Well, in the IRS, they're being pulled off the case. In the FBI, they're being demoted and pushed off of cases they've been working on and changing their positions. They're going to come testify. 3 of them will. But here's the thing, Maria. We have a long list of whistleblowers. Many of them are afraid to come forward and reveal their identity because they will get the same treatment. So we have to put this on display for the American people to see what's going on.
Cheryl.
Congressman, can you subpoena records then from the IRS? And I say this because this is a years-long investigation of Hunter Biden, this tax probe into him, that entire team removed, which I find egregious. But obviously people want answers about what they found. These were the experts that are no longer there. Can you go back to the IRS, subpoena the records, and demand that they turn over all of the documents that they've had in their possession and that they've been working on and studying for all of these years, at least for the tax probe of Hunter Biden? DOJ aside, which, you know, many people think they're trying to protect President Biden. Can you respond to that?
Well, yes. I mean, look, we're going to use every tool in the arsenal. And Jamie Comer on the Oversight Committee, we in Judiciary, Select Committee on Weaponization, we're going to subpoena every document that we can and gather it. Now, they're obstructing that as well. They're trying to not turn over documents. And so we may have legal battles ahead. But we're prepared to go the distance on this. What's happened, y'all, is what you know is true now. We have federal agencies that have been weaponized to produce political, partisan results rather than enforce the rule of law or uphold the integrity of our tax system. And this is serious business because people are losing their faith in our institutions. And so we've got to take this as far as our congressional oversight allows.
It's very disturbing, very disturbing. Congressman, thank you. We'll be watching your work. We appreciate your time this morning.